Sit on me. It's not a question, it's a demand. Gassy girls hit me up with a code red. Just browsing. I'm 20, so do with that information what you will. If you're too young, stay away, lol. I'm mentally and verbally Axgoose, you be warned. I want to own you. I need a dom mommy or a feminine boy, hit me up for real. 14.
I've been on Roblox for 11 years now, so I've seen a ton of weird games, and I thought I had seen everything until this game appeared. We almost just got a game that could have potentially been more harmful than MeepCity was, until Roblox and its developers did the right thing. I never thought we'd see the day where we get a large-scale game that could have been worse than that Wasteland was, but here we are. Add Me was a new game that was meant to help players make new friends and get some Robux donations. The only issue is that it was designed after dating apps like Tinder, which ended up attracting the wrong groups of players. Online daters and other weirdos were very quick to join the game in large numbers, and the bad stuff started flooding in extreme amounts, including potentially some illegal stuff. Add Me blew up in the span of a few days, but caused so many problems so quickly that it would spark a ton of outrage and requests for it to be banned. The game works in the same way dating apps like Tinder work, where you set up a profile with a basic overview of yourself for others to see. Once that is done, you're then fed one by one a bunch of other people's profiles who you can then choose to like or dislike. If you like someone and they like you back, you'll get matched and be able to private message each other and do some other in-app stuff. Add Me was literally just Tinder and other dating apps, but on Roblox, and with the intent of making friends rather than dating. It's just that there were a lot of people using this for the wrong reasons that I truly believe could have made this game worse than MeepCity. I've seen a ton of games where players will often share stuff like their age or Discord accounts or whatever, but I've never seen it at levels as high as in Add Me. When I was playing Add Me, it felt like half of the people on there were either giving out their age, their Discord, or in many cases both. Obviously, that's not ideal, especially with minors, because there are terrible people who'd see that stuff, then pursue that person. Freely giving out age, Discord, and other stuff like Snapchats, which I saw a couple of times, to everybody who sees you is a terrible idea on a platform like Roblox. Unfortunately, that stuff ties into the large amounts of online dating that unsurprisingly occurred in Add Me. Finding people who are obviously openly seeking a partner or some fling wasn't uncommon, as you'd expect from a game mimicking Tinder. The whole Tinder dating app styled layout probably gave a lot of online daters the idea that this was a dating game or attracted them to the game in one way or another. As a result, dating was everywhere in this game, whether it be made easily apparent or not, and unfortunately a lot of the time it's pretty obvious. What made this game's dating different from others is the fact people were sharing their Discord accounts, which could lead to the dating going off-platform. In other games full of dating like MeepCity, the majority of online daters won't leave the platform and instead just date and do whatever in Roblox. But with how much info sharing happened in Add Me, it's highly likely a lot of the online dating would jump to platforms where stuff like image and video sharing is possible. And the online dating brings us into the more serious things, such as illegal activities that were potentially being conducted within this game. The mixing of ages could lead to adults getting with minors, catfishing, and other horrible situations you don't want to see. Having minors and adults together in a Tinder-inspired game is simply not safe, and it's very obvious why something like that shouldn't be allowed. And with how much info sharing was going on and the high potential of talks moving off-platform, there would likely be adults pursuing minors. There were profiles set up by what appeared to be minors who were offering to sell pictures of themselves in exchange for Robux. One person claims to have set up one of those accounts as bait and made over 10,000 Robux from people trying to buy pictures. This person claimed they found someone who was 19 who sent them Robux in a serious attempt to acquire illegal imagery from someone he thought was 16. All of the other stuff I've shown was bad, but this one situation really shows how dangerous this game could have become. And keep in mind, everything including that case was all taken within the span of just a few days, which shows how bad this game quickly became. Thankfully, Roblox actually stepped in and put Add Me under review on Thursday, much to the surprise of everybody. I had written a long script talking about this game in preparation to upload it today because I didn't expect Roblox to do anything. But very surprisingly, they closed down the game, which was really good to see, especially given their track record of not doing much on games like this. What's even better to see is that the developers actually came out with a statement after the ban saying they're ending the game too. The statement basically says it was their decision to discontinue the game and alludes to the reason being keeping admins civil too challenging. And I do believe that to be the truth because I spoke to 2 devs and I got the vibe that it was very hard for them to moderate because of how popular it got so quickly. This is definitely the right move because this game quickly proved to be problematic and there's no way it could have safely operated. Originally, I was very worried we'd get another Alex Neutron MeepCity situation, especially after seeing this eerily familiar tweet from Admi's Studio Twitter. We're lucky that the developers are actually concerned about safety and civility though, because this could have gotten really bad if Roblox hadn't stepped in. When I talked to the devs, they made it clear to me that they did care about user safety, and clearly they do because they cancelled their own game over it. I was also shown evidence that there was in-game moderation going on and that this wasn't a MeepCity case where things were just being let go. I know the devs have gotten some flack, but I got the vibe that they cared about safety and had no intention of creating a dating game, although the Tinder inspiration was a bad idea. This is crazy to say, but we may have just avoided what could have been the most dangerous game the Roblox platform has ever seen. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic or whatever either, because the sentiment online has largely said that too. I strongly feel that AdMe had the potential to be Roblox's newest breeding ground for online dating and possibly even illegal activity. Like, I had never seen a game where info sharing was this prevalent, especially among minors, which is a very serious safety concern in a platform like Roblox. This is a prime example of why Roblox shouldn't allow online dating, because look at what happened here. Roblox wants to allow online dating for 17 plus verified users and 17 plus games only, but look at what happened with people claiming to be 17 plus players here. Excluding all of the minors, look at all of this stuff that came from people who are supposedly the ones Roblox wants to give dating perks to. This happened in the span of just a few days in a game full of minors that didn't allow or advertise itself as a dating game. Imagine what would start happening in a game like this that actually allows and promotes itself as a Roblox dating game. Surprisingly, Roblox actually banned the game and did it quickly, which is even more surprising, and thankfully the devs have chosen not to continue on with the game. Shout out to both the Roblox moderators and the devs for handling this game properly, because a major crisis was likely just avoided. I'm interested to see what y'all think of AdMe. Do you think MeepCity 2 was just stopped? Tell me what you think and leave a like on your way out.